we will validate our IAM roles configuration. So to do that, let's go to EC2 and we'll create one EC2 instance, and there we will attach the IAM role and validate the output. Let's do that. I'll click on EC2 instance, and then I'll click on launch instance. I'll give it a name. So IAM EC2, or maybe EC2 roles. EC2 roles. Okay, and then I'll select Amazon Linux as a default image. Here I will not do any changes. T2 micro is free tier eligible, so I'll continue with this. Then I'll select here proceed without key pair, and then that's all for now, because we simply need the access to that EC2 instance and we just need to validate our IAM roles. So let it create an instance. So instance has been successfully created. I'll go back to EC2 and click on instances, and you can see the instance is running. So I'll click on instance and I'll click on connect, and here I will proceed with the EC2 connect. So I'll click here, let it load. So it is establishing the connection and it will load the CLI of this EC2 instance. So now you can see the CLI has been loaded. So here I'll before I attach any role, I'll just run few commands and we'll see their output, and after attaching the roles we will see the output. So as we have created two IAM role in our previous lab, one is for S3 and one is for IAM. So first command I will run is AWS S3 less. So here you can see unable to locate the credential, it is giving an error. Similarly, another command which I will run for IAM user, no, not user, list hyphen users. Okay, here also it is giving unable to locate the credential. So let's go back and attach an IAM role to our EC2 instance and run the same command and see the output. So security, modify IAM role, click here, and first we will see the S3 role and then update IAM role. So IAM role has been updated, and then here if I run the same command, AWS S3ls, this time it is not giving any error. And as we have not created any bucket in our S3, that's the reason it is not listing anything here, but shortly we will do that also. And before that, as we have not attached anything for IAM, so it will continue to give error for if I run the IAM list users. So here it is saying access denied. We'll go back, action, and then security, modify IAM role, then I'll do IAM role and then update. Role has been updated. We'll come back here, we'll run the same command, list users, and it is giving us the list of users. And then now if you see that we have removed the S3 IAM role, so it will give the error for S3. So it is giving the error for S3. So if you want to allow or give access to both the services, so what I have done is I have created a single role which has both the access. So that is IAM S3 access. So we'll do that, update IAM role, and if we go back, role has been successfully replaced. We'll go back here, and here if we run the command, now we are not getting the error and we are getting list of users. Okay, so let me quickly show you what we have configured inside the role which I have just applied. So we'll go to IAM and we'll go to roles, and if you see this IAM S3 access, so if you open this one, you will see that the permissions, the policy permission, it has S3 full access, IAM full access, whereas the other roles, these are the individual roles. S3 role has S3 full access, IAM role has IAM full access, and this IAM S3 access has both of them. So in a single role also we can give the multiple permissions. So this is all for IAM roles and permissions, and for validating the output in our this AWS S3ls command. So we'll quickly create one S3 bucket, and then we'll run the same command, and we will see that it is listing that bucket there. So I'll create a general purpose bucket, and I'll give it a name, IAM S3 bucket. So bucket name has to be unique. So let's see if it accepts this name, and we'll simply go ahead and create the bucket. So if that name is available, it will take that name and it will accept it. Okay, now bucket has been successfully created. So if I come back here and if I run the same command, I should be able to see the bucket name. So this is the bucket which we have created, IMS3 bucket 123. So this is running successfully. Now we will quickly go back and try to remove the IAM rule, and we'll see the output. So here we are back to our instances, and then, well, let it load first, and then I will select this one, and we'll go to actions, and then security, modify IAM rule. So here we have an option. We can also remove any access which was given to this S3. So that is what we will do. No IAM role, and then update IAM role. And here, if you detach all the roles, so you have to specify that, and I have selected that, and it has detached all the roles. So now it will not have any access. So if you run this command, there would be an error, and if you run the previous command, there would be an error for this as well. So as you have seen that how we can create and apply the role and give a particular access to a service to another AWS services. So that is all in this lab. Thank you, and we will continue with our other labs.